and I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
And that's exactly why you play hard-nosed defense.
Waiting all year for a moment like this.
That is all on coaching. 100%.
Who comes down with it?
Because you don't know football like you think you do.
Hey there, big guy. Good to see you. And I'm excited for another day of football.
Yeah, good to be here, Spyder. Let's take a look at this division race we find ourselves in the middle of. We are right at top of the division, hanging by a thread. 6-6, just like the Buffalo Bills, but we own the tiebreaker at the moment. We can see that the Jets are one game behind at 5-6, and the Patriots' season is basically over. Good riddance.
Good riddance indeed, Cannonball. Hopefully we can keep playing well, and we're already in week 14 of the season, and this is a big, enormous, actually, game with regards to the wildcard race. I know we want to win the division, but we always got to keep our eyes open just in case things go south. And the reason this game is so huge is the Broncos are 6-6 as well. They are in second place in their division, and it's looking like they're not going to overtake the Raiders. Because of that, we really need to win this game, so we own the tiebreaker over Denver if it comes to us having to get into the playoffs via wild card.
Spyder coming in with this patented negativity. I hate it. It's like nothing good has ever happened in your life or something. Listen up, little man. If you ever doubt the existence of God himself, just look over during the game and see who you're sitting next to. That's right. The big man's always taking care of you.
Did you really just literally call yourself a gift from God? The ego. The massive ego on you.
If you accomplish as much as I've accomplished, you'd have a big ego too.
You never even won a ring.
Oh, so it's shot-taking time. It's time to take shots.
Actually, it's game time. Broncos, Dolphins, up next.
I'm not letting you off the hook for that one, Spyder. I'm gonna get you. It might be today, it might be next week, but it's coming.
Oh, I'm shaking in my size 7 loafers, big guy.
Howard's on the bench, contemplating his existence and the existence of all men. Hopefully he gets tuned up, tuned in, fired up, and chooses to use a cannon for an arm instead of that pea shooter that sometimes he leans on.
Defense going to work first, and what a gift it would be to get a nice little 3-and-out right out of the gates.
1st and 10. Jameis Winston completes the slant over the middle. Look for him to make mistakes today, Spyder. He is not careful with the football. Basically a mirror image of James Howitzer. 2nd and 6, they run out of shotgun and get pretty good yardage. One play later, we got him 2nd and 11. Stay disciplined. Motion early and another shotgun run. Outside is wide open. Probably should have given up more than 6 on that play. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 5. Let's get off the field, big guys. Winston, no pressure in his face. Completes the easy out route. You know, these sidelines are going to be wide open. I'm trying to accept it. Coach got us in man here on 1st and 10. Good coverage down the field, and look, a fumble. We're not lucky enough to pick it up. But good job getting home. I believe that was Hector Octane. 3rd and 22, and Coach got us in cover 4. We've seen this team give up 3rd and long before. Sidelines wide open, but that was almost by design. Unfortunately, it puts them in field goal range, and they just squeaked through a field goal. But that's all right. You don't win taking threes.
Offense on the field facing a 3-point deficit early on. We got 2nd and 6 here. Howitz, a quick drop. Hits Finn. Generally, McNulty is the first option on that play. But Howitz is going to take what he could get. It's 3rd and inches. It's looking like we're going to lean on Daniels. Hand off to Chippy, and he gets enough for the first. Fresh set of downs, and we avoid the early 3-and-out, which could be a death sentence at times.
I tell you what, Spyder, there's so much momentum in the first drive for both teams. Just like you said, you do not want to go 3-and-out on that opening drive.
Howitzer escaping right, doesn't get the ball off. Takes a huge sack, and now we're backed up 3rd and 21. You got to get that ball out of your hands, big boy.
Throwing this one up to Bob and Weave. Wow, he almost came down with it even with all those orange shirts around him. We got a punt, Spyder. I see a lot of green in front of him. Oh, a good juke. Just making our guys look silly. Offense isn't going to win it for you, defense. Come on. We need a defensive score. Denver running an RPO. This was a good decision and a good throw. We had nobody out there. And you know what's funny, Spyder? Coach loves dropping into coverage, but it seems like there's always an open spot. 2nd and 9, handoff to Lindsey, and he's tearing us up early on. I don't got a good feeling about the defense today. But there's hope. We got him 3rd and 14. Winston all day to throw. He's going to toss this one up. And can we go 1 week without getting mossed? What was that? We have the coverage. The man's there. Who got mossed? Let me look back at it. TJ Boom Switch making a living getting mossed. I think he was the one that got mossed by Cole Beasley last week. This is some embarrassing footage.
Just like that, big guy. We're down 10 in our own house. Offense has to answer.
You think? Yes, the offense has to answer. We all know that, Spyder. Everybody knows that. Sometimes you just say things to fill air, I feel like.
I may say things to fill air, but at least my head's not full of it.
Ha ha.
Last play of the first quarter, we're going shotgun, and he's going to get ate up by Von Miller. A lot of pressure early on from these Denver Broncos. Motion pre-snap on 2nd and 17. Maybe Chipster can bail us out of this situation. Early on, just 3 rushes for 10 yards. 3rd and 11, and we're just praying to move the chains here. Coach got us in single back bunch. And McNulty with the contested catch. He's a first down machine. I want to be like Captain McNulty when I grow up. Back to Chippy. Try to get him going. Rips off a good run, 11 yards. And this offense is starting to move the ball a little bit.
The cornerstone of this offense is always Chippy Daniels. Keep getting him involved, and good things will happen.
Howitzer going deep to Phillip Finn. 2 Broncos cannot stop Phillip Finn. What a catch.
Phillip Finn has been on one for a few weeks now. This is a grown man catch here. I'm sure in the huddle he told Howitzer, yo, I don't care how many people are on me. Throw it up and I'm coming down with it. God bless you, Phillip Finn. Playing good football.
First time in the red zone today, and we're facing 2nd and 10. Another give to Chippy, and we're going to get another first down out of him. Averaging 6 yards a pop early on.
I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, Spyder. It gets tough to score down here. This is where the winners are separated from the losers.
Hand off to Perrine. He had open space. He should have cut that inside. We're on the 1, 2nd and goal.
Coach loves to put us in shotgun on the 1 yard line. I just don't get it.
Howard's a deep drop. He's going to throw it out to Daniels. They got a screen. Easy score. Good call, Coach.
We got a 3-point game. Good call from Coach. I didn't see that coming. Denver certainly didn't see that coming. Chippy gets in untouched on a shotgun screen.
Howard's 16th touchdown of the year. And we're back on defense, Cannonball.
That's right, back on defense. And you know what? Can you smell that, Spyder? I smell a turnover coming on. I just got a feeling.
I hope you're right. Winston at a shotgun, rolls right a little bit, buys some time, and a turnover. You called it. Delvin Crush with the pick. A lot of open space. He might take this to the house.
Oh, tackled at the 2, but you know what? I love the effort. And I told you, Spyder, you might say my cannonball senses were tingling, because I smelled that one in the air.
Offense, it's so big momentum-wise. We got to punch this one in. We can't take 3 here. Give it to Chipster. He's going to get in untouched. His 2nd touchdown. 2 touchdowns in 16 seconds of game time, Cannonball.
It's still so early in the game, too. This might be one of those days where we look back at the game and Chippy Daniels scored 4 tutties.
Just like that, the entire tone of the game has turned. That's the power of the turnover.
Our boys back out here again, and look, we got them 3rd and 2. Coach putting us in man. I don't think I like the call. Bruiser lurk in the middle. But it doesn't matter. They're going to the outside. The outside's literally always open. 2nd and 10, we're back in more of our shell, our cover 3. Coach going to pull Wally Brick back to try to guard that shoddy run. It's going to be play action. And Brick is 2 steps late on the in route, and he goes flying, and he deserved it. You got to get there next time, buddy. Denver again out of shotgun, and again another run. And look at Lindsey falling forward. We had him back there. He falls forward for 7. That boy runs hard. 4 minutes left to play in the half on the 30. Winston trying to throw that. Ace says, heck no. Thank you very much. Easy lurk. That's Ace's 5th interception this season. I did not expect him to be having such a good season. He was probably the last player on defense I was excited about. But he just turns in great game after great game.
Offense back out there. The sea is potted for Chippy Daniels. 14-yard run. Look at him. 7 rushes, 46 yards with the touchdown. And we scored 14 unanswered points. We got the ball. We get the ball at halftime if we're smart. As Howitzer throws a check down to Daniels, good decision. As I was saying, if we're smart, this could turn into a bloodbath very quickly. First down from about midfield. Howitzer deep drop, and Von Miller is just a force of nature. His second sack takes the wind out of our sails a bit, and now we're facing 3rd and 16. Just on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
Coach put Smythe on a go. I don't know how that's going to work. Howitzer instead throws a bob and weave, and that could have, maybe should have been a pick. We're going to have to punt the football back.
There's nothing worse than getting a turnover and getting nothing out of it, but what are we to do?
Coach putting us in man bruiser, playing a purple. This would be a bad place to get burned, boys. Don't let anyone get past you. Jameis with the pump. Gonna have to go underneath, and it's wide open. Clock ticking. Of course, they're going no huddle. They have all 3 timeouts. Throwing this ball up. What a beautiful ball. Thank God he dropped it. That was a great throw. And probably should have been caught. 2nd and 10. Going to the flats. What a tackle out there. We're going to take a timeout ourselves. We're trying to get this football back. 3rd and 8. Hopefully that was the right move. Let's see if they get it. Backing up, playing coverage as almost always. Check down Jameis. Thanks a lot. We're going to burn another timeout, and the offense got another chance to score before half.
And you know what I want for Christmas, Cannonball? I want a return from Bob and Weave. A really good one. Look at this punt. He's going to put it on the 2 from the 28. Bob and Weave, one juke, not much of a return.
Coach got us in shotgun, and why not? There's no real threat of running. We only got 1 timeout. Might as well get that extra room and buy a little bit of time since Von Miller has been a monster.
Howitzer drifting and then rolling left. He's going to take off with this one and get a good chunk of yardage. Howitzer, not a run-first guy, but he has ripped off some decent ones this season. Coach puts Boynez on a streak. And again, Von Miller almost getting home. We're lucky to complete a curl route before he gets there. Going no huddle, 40 seconds left. Howitzer rolling left again, setting the feet. Another throw to Bob and Weave, and a rare drop out of Bob and Weave. If he grabs that one, he might have got huge yardage. He had a step on the man. Looks like he was thinking about the run before he made the catch. Only 32 seconds left. We have to be smart with just the 1 timeout. Throw to the flats on Chippy Daniels. We got a flag. It's going to be offensive holding. Chester Fopp.
3rd and 20, and I really don't see a way out of this one, Spyder. I think we just need to hand the football off and call it a day. God forbid Von Miller gets home and forces a fumble here.
Somebody does get home and another sack. Luckily, Howitzer holds on to the ball, and we're forced to punt again.
Offensive holding, Spyder. It's killed many a drive, and this one was no different. Thanks a lot, Chester Fopp. You're doing suicides all next practice, buddy.
They spread it out. They're going to throw with 10 seconds left. Trying to take a shot in the sidelines. Are covered for once. TJ boom switch.
That's what I love about this defense, Spyder. If you ever notice, when we face some adversity, and this is the last play of the half, just a quick screen to Daniels, he's not going to get a ton. But what I was saying is, if you ever notice, whenever we face adversity, whenever one of our players takes a bad angle or maybe leaves a man open, they almost always redeem themselves later on in the game. TJ boom switch got mossed for a touchdown early on, and he makes up for it with the turnover. It kind of sucks that there wasn't a lot of time to move the ball afterwards, but that's still going on the stat sheet.
Halftime here already, and it's kind of frustrating how we've kept Denver into this game. We've forced 3 turnovers, and yet we're only going into halftime with a 4-point lead.
Again with the negativity, Spyder, why don't we look at the positive aspect? We have the lead, we get the ball, and obviously their offense is sewn up. Jameis Winston can't move the ball to save his life. Even when he does, he ends up throwing a pick on the next play. Get your head in the game, Spyder.
It's hard to be positive when all I see is negativity.
Spyder, did you take your medication? Here, take this. This will make you feel better.
That's not a Percocet, is it? You know I had to go to meetings for those.
No, it's something real nice. It's just a fish oil supplement. Pick them up from the Asian market. Well, actually, I pick them up from a guy who wears a coat behind the Asian market. But it's good stuff, Spyder. It's good stuff.
Is it normal for me to feel like I could taste colors now?
Oh, I might have gave you the wrong pill, Spyder.
Back here in Miami, again, we're going to get the ball. And we've kind of been playing a stop-and-go offense so far, Cannonball. We've had drives where we move easily and drives where we can't move to save our life. 1st and 10, and Howitzer's going to drop back. McNulty turns around just in time. Quick first down. And I hope we keep up with this quick energy on this drive. Coach calls another pass play and yet another sack. Maybe we need to start leaving Chippy in the block, because these sack numbers are mounting. We obviously made no adjustment during halftime. 2nd and 16. Howitzer slinging it up to McNulty, double covered, a one-handed grab, and then he breaks the tackle. Captain McNulty, let's look at it one more time.
He's got 3 orange shirts around him, Spyder. Look at him. 3 shirts, grabs it with one arm. Not only that, has a presence of mind and the ability of superior balance to stay on his feet and pick up a ton of yards after the catch. McNulty having a heck of a day early on.
Now facing 3rd and 3 in the red zone. Touchdown makes this a 2-score game. McNulty in motion.
Watch for Daniels on this angle route.
He is going to throw to Daniels, and he drops it.
Probably should have came up with that one, Spyder. I know there was a Bronco right there, but Chippy usually has better hands than that. We're forced to take 3, but with the way the defense is playing, I'm not worried. Bruiser trying to shoot the gap, and he just blew it. And then Boom Switch gets juked out of his shoes. Good God. Philip Lindsay playing like a man possessed right now.
I don't know if it's so much Philip Lindsay or if it's just an undisciplined defense. Someone needs to tackle this guy.
Bruiser's back there for a tackle, but he can't get him down. I mean, come on, dude. That's a backup. You can't tackle the backup running back? 2nd and 2, and Hank Grouse dropping back. What the heck's he doing? Sidelines. Again, Spyder, if I had a bowl of fried rice for every time we give up a sideline pass, I'd weigh double what I weigh right now. On a good note, this is where we start to get stingy. Oh, and a good call to give it to Lindsay on the draw. Nothing but green in front of him. Finally looks like Coach is going to dial up some heat here. Let's see if we can get home. An open in route, and boom! Ike Bruiser. That's some grown man football right there. Look at the hit he put on him. Good God, I think we just witnessed a murder. And that tight end looks like his last name is Fant. Might as well have been Fanta, because he thought stuff was sweet down here in the red zone. And guess what? It sure ain't, Big Papa. You just took a shot from Ike Bruiser.
Well, that's all well and good, but we got a bit of a dilemma here, big guy. We're on the 2. Chances of safety are very high with the amount of pressure Denver's been bringing. Good call to give it to Daniels, and that's going to give us a breathing room that we require to operate. Very next play, 2nd and 4. 14 minutes left in the contest. Howitzer fading left and gets McNulty for another first down. If you pay attention, Cannonball, Howitzer has definitely been instructed to roll left. That's been the big adjustment coming out of halftime. 6 yards. Daniels has been effective today.
Now you're spot on with that analysis, Spyder. Howitzer's definitely been favoring his left side. I don't know if the coach told him that, but he's definitely been favoring that left side. It could even be an unconscious thing.
Chippy picks up Von Miller pretty dang well. Good job, Chippy Daniels. Buys us the time to get it out to Smythe, the backup tight end.
That's what I was saying earlier, Spyder. Leave Chippy in the block. He's got that skill set. Back to the big man. Look at the hole. This is what Chippy does. He starts to wear that defense down. He gets a little better as the game goes on.
Snapping out a single back bunch. Freddie Buena's first time we've said his name today. He gets down because he's just a small man. He doesn't want to fumble the football. Good decision. Start of the 4th quarter, out of shotgun. Quick check down to Daniels. He's going to outrun the linebacker and get good yardage. On the 13, and protecting the football right now is paramount. Running out of shotgun, we almost never see that. But Chippy's so amped up, he gets 7. Acting like he's done it his whole life. From the 6, another run out of shotgun. This one goes more as expected. Big 3rd and 4.
And Spyder, I'm all about aggressiveness and I'm all about going for the kill. But right now, I truly think even getting a 3 is a kill.
Good coverage from Denver. Howitzer trying to escape, but he doesn't get out of it. We're going to take our 3 and go up 2 scores.
I'm happy about it. Denver hasn't shown any semblance of a competent offense since the first quarter. And I like our chances with 7.5 to play. 2nd and 6, and come on, Jameis, give us that football. Quick in route is money, and they're at the 40 now. And it's not a big loss if we give up 3 on this drive. We still got the touchdown as insurance. The screen. Ace is out there. God dang, this guy is slippery. First down, we had him. We had him dead to rights. Another drop back from Winston. And how's the middle wide open? Come on, guys. How do we simultaneously allow the middle to be wide open and the sidelines to be wide open? It's a paradox. It's beyond me. Hector Octane dropping back. That's a miscommunication. But look, guys, there's still light at the end of the tunnel. It's 3rd and 1. We could hold them to 3. They're going to run. No, it's play action. Still a sack. Wally Brick saving the day. Take your little 3, Denver. That's all you're going to get on us.
You said earlier it's no big deal if they get 3. It's okay. And that's exactly what happened. I really wish you would have said it's no big deal if they got nothing. Talk about me being negative. Chippy and the boys back out there. We just need to run our 4-minute offense and sew this game up. Bob and weave on the trusty drag. Gets good yardage after the catch and gets down. I love how we're trying to avoid turnovers. Running the clock down to 1. And a fullback dive with Chandler Cox, but he's not going to get it. 3rd and 1. After this play should take us to the 2-minute warning. Put in Chippy as fullback. Looks like we're going to do a dive. No, it's a decoy. It's going to be a toss to Perrine. We haven't run this all year. Very tricky by Coach. I love it. All year we've come out. Whenever Chippy's in the fullback position, we run a dive. He was a decoy there. 1st and 10, and now Coach puts us in shotgun. It's a good decision, though, especially when you look for McNulty. Now, just after the 2-minute warning, Coach again putting us in shotgun.
I hate the call, Spyder. I hate it. Run the football. We saw the Falcons lose a Super Bowl because of this. Run the ball.
Finn in motion. We got him on a slant and Chippy on an angle, throwing to Boynas. Chris Harris is there to lurk it. Probably the worst route he could have thrown.
Why, of all people, you want to test Chris Harris? I completely agree with what you said. That has to be the worst decision of who to throw to there. I know that Howitzer has a lot of trust in Freddie Burners, but I would have rather him throw any other route than that one. Going to replay, Phillip Finn's wide open. The middle is just completely open. And there's no pressure on Howitzer, but he feels it. He's been knocked to the ground a lot this game, and that had to play a part in the decision-making process. There's nobody even on him when he throws his ball. He could have waited and hit an open Finn and basically sealed the game. Instead, the defense trying to save the day again. 3rd and 4, I'm sure this is 4-down territory. Winston throwing it up. Come on, lockdown. It's swatted away. That's game if he picks that. Another opportunity, though, 4th and 4. The flat's open. Yeah, why guard the guy who's been killing us all day, Lindsey? Winston's got 238 yards, 1 touchdown, but 3 picks. He's played like complete butt cheeks. And with 1:20 left in the game, we still have no hint of pressure. This pass rush needs to get home at some point during this game. 2nd and 4, and we could use some stinginess here. The sideline, Spyder. They're going to put a grown man in tears. Yes, we go to the replay, we check, yes, his feet are in. Try to bail out with excuses. Does it really matter if his feet are in? Why is he so darn wide open down there? It's enough to make me want to cry. I'm not kidding around.
Pull yourself together. Be a professional. We're on the 7 here. And Winston's going to throw a floaty flat route. What is that? Al Ripper. That's a pick into the house. The game's over. Why are you swatting that football? Get some awareness in your football life.
Winston to Winfrey in the back of the end zone. His first career touchdown reception. That's such a big moment. They go to review it, and look, it's a catch, unfortunately. Easy call. But there's still some time left, Spyder. All we need is 3.
That's very true. All we need is 3. Just get the guys together. We have all 3 timeouts. Time is not a factor, but that Denver defensive line might be.
Just leave Chippy in the block. It is a simple solution. But Coach doesn't seem to want to do it. He sends Chippy out again.
Decent blocking, and Howitzer's going to throw it up, way overthrown. This ball could have been picked.
Howitzer, you need to rein it in. We need you to play well.
Throwing the underneath to McNulty, and I hate the decision. We have to burn a timeout. And now facing 3rd and 7. Howitzer from the gun, gonna send Chippy over to the right, presumably to block Von Miller. No, they're gonna send him on a streak. Throw to Chippy, swatted down. And we're gonna have to give it back to the Broncos, who also have all 3 timeouts. Almost get a terrific punt. Cannonball, we have a chance of losing this football game.
Luckily, they seem all right with just running it to OT, and yes, we're going to go to OT.
We lose the toss, just not our day. I guess we got to kick to Denver. And please, God, defense, get a stop.
Denver has leaned heavily through the air, 32 pass attempts compared to 18 rushes. We got them 3rd and 3, and we got to be expecting to throw. 3 Dolphins in the area, and they still almost complete this pass. I do not understand how this is not an interception. At least we're getting the ball back. Come on, Bob and Weave.
Bob and Weave. What is that return? Can't focus on it very long. We got ourselves in 3rd and 3, and we need a conversion. You know we got to go to captain. The first down machine, 7 receptions, 112 yards. What a big day out of Captain McNulty. 3.5 left in this overtime period. Gonna hit Smythe. They left him open. It's an easy 5. And we're right on the brink of field goal range. We need, give or take, 10 yards. Cody Kicks has not missed all year long. He's been old reliable for us.
The kicking game has not been a problem, Spyder. That's been one thing that we've probably been taking for granted this year.
Howitzer back to throw again. The out route to Bob and Weave. Another drop. His second of the day. Bob and Weave. This has not been his game.
And if I'm coach, I'm giving it to Chippy.
That's exactly what he does, and he's going to get it. 17 rushes, 99 yards on the dot. Another handoff to our anchor. And he's going to put us just in field goal range. This would put us at about a 58-yarder. Kicks hasn't made anything like that this year. Back to him again. Cuts it back inside. Good idea. First down. And we are easily in field goal range now. Also puts the chips to over 100 for the game.
2 minutes left, Spyder, and what I think we need to do is drip the clock just in case Cody Kicks misses this field goal.
Howitzer from shotgun now. He's going to get free. He picks up 8 with his legs.
Look at that clock dripping. I think it's very smart. Don't give Denver another opportunity to handle this football.
Now a lot of motion pre-snap. And Chippy to the left. Doesn't get much, but I guess he gets enough for the first. 45 seconds and counting. And again, a run to the left. A huge hole for Chippy.
Coach is going to send out the field goal unit here, but Denver's going to try to ice us.
It is hard to kick a iced field goal, partner. I don't blame the coach for coming back out, trying to run one more play. Hand off to the backup Perrine, who is almost going to get in himself. Now we call a timeout. 6 seconds left. Coach finds out that you can ice yourself for some reason in this game. And Denver's going to take a timeout to try to ice us, even though we're already iced. So we got a bit of a predicament here. If we kick right now, we are iced, which means we cannot see the meter. The meter will disappear. So we want to run a play to disallow that icing. But the only problem is we need to stop the clock too. Either way, Cody Kicks has not missed one all year. We literally cannot kick a field goal that is any closer than this. An 18-yard kick. He doinked it!
Oh my God. Did that just happen? Did that really just happen?
I can't believe he doinked it. He hasn't missed all year. It's a tie, Cannonball. It's a tie.
First question, how? Second question, why? Why to us? We clearly outplayed Denver, and we got to leave here with a tie? You know how that's going to mess up the wildcard race, Spyder?
I'm well aware of how the wildcard race works, Cannonball.
Unbelievable. Just embarrassing. You choose this time of all kicks to miss? Shame on you.
And what a gut-wrenching end to the game. We had them dead in the water, and it slipped through our little stubby fingers.
Speak for yourself, Spyder. You're the only one here that has stubby fingers. I'm actually built like a real man. Guess the only thing left to do is look at the numbers. Howitzer 254 yards, just 1 touchdown, the big interception.
And Chippy has a pretty darn good day, 126 yards with the touchdown. McNulty goes off, 7 receptions, 112 yards. And Cody kicks his first miss of the year. I don't know why he chose this moment to do it, but it's done.
Moving over to the defense, and I don't see how you can blame them one bit. We go 3 for 8 against third down. We get 4 takeaways. We give up 10 points in 3 red zone attempts. What more do you want us to do? Delvin Crush, look at the game he had. 8 tackles, an interception, recovers a fumble. Ace has 10 tackles, 2 for a loss, an interception. I mean, everybody played out of their mind. And the offense couldn't close the door on Denver.
Not much left to say. This one's gonna sting for a while. On behalf of the big guy next to me, I'm Jimothy Spyder, and we'll see you next week on Spyder
and Cannonball, baby.